Hello everybody, welcome back to Broken Brilliant, and today was Nintendo's Direct for June 2024, and they dropped a lot of different game info for a lot of different games, a lot of announcements, stuff we knew was kind of coming and stuff we didn't, and instead of spending so much time breaking down all the ones that were announced, I'm today just going to focus on two. I'll make two videos on these, and the two games I'm most excited about is firstly The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. It's been rumored for a while that we knew a new Zelda game was coming. It was codenamed Edward, and we've been speculating what it could be. Some people said, oh, Edward, it's Edward colon, it's Twilight. It's going to be a Twilight Princess remaster, which I thought, that's kind of dumb. I don't think they would use that name in reference to Twilight as a Japanese company when they have so much others. I figured it'd probably be Edward Elric, which means probably a new game. But that was my justification of it wasn't going to be Twilight Princess, even though I wanted it to be Twilight Princess, or at least Wind Waker. That'd have been a good one too. But what we've got is Echoes of Wisdom. And let's take a look at the trailer and kind of break it down a little bit. Don't want to dive too deep into it because I think over speculating this short trailer, even though it's 4.5 minutes or so, we'll probably be overanalyzing it. So let's just take a quick look and go through it, shall we? So it's definitely Link's Awakening style that we saw on the Switch release. And this is where we lose Link for the game. Because this game revolves around Zelda as the protagonist. Beautiful shot of Hyrule.
Hello everyone, I'm Eiji Aonuma, producer of the Legend of Zelda series. This time around, Link has vanished. Now it's up to Princess Zelda to step into the protagonist role. You might be thinking, will Zelda fight with a sword then? Here, we wanted to create a new gameplay style that breaks conventions seen in past Legend of Zelda games with a top-down perspective. To explain more, please take a look at this video.
Stolen away. Across the vast lands of Hyrule, strange rifts have appeared and have taken many people, including Link. Now alone, Zelda meets the fairy Tri, receives a mysterious staff called the Tri-Rod, and sets off on a journey across Hyrule to save her kingdom. By waving the Tri-Rod at a table she found, Zelda learned how to create an imitation of it called an echo. Once you learn an echo of something, you can recreate it whenever you'd like. Even if there's a wall blocking your path, you can create echoes of tables to get a leg up. Just like that. You can create wooden boxes, old beds, and unusual things like water blocks. How you use them separately or together is entirely up to you. Learn and create echoes of things you find while exploring Hyrule. You might be surprised at what you discover. Even battles will look different. You could pick up and throw a rock echo, for example. That's not all, though. You can also create echoes of monsters. After doing so, they'll fight by your side.
Okay, so basically, if you've not, a lot of people are familiar with this top-down view of Zelda games. That's how it was a lot on the Super Nintendo, like Link's Awakening, Link to the Past, and a lot of the Game Boy games were this style. Uh, and that's great, and I have no problem with it. This does call back, makes me think, okay, this is what would be the. Gosh, it's been so long since I played Tears of the Kingdom. But like the build, essentially, the build function in Tears of the Kingdom, you can kind of use objects that you find, put them together, recall them, and put them to use. The monsters is a new twist on it. I do like that. That's interesting because she's not fighting with weapons. And you see the wand, and that's her main weapon, her main use. And, you know, oh, this is the first time she's ever been a protagonist. Canon. In canon, she has. And because I only knew of these games, but there was another gaming system that put out 3 Nintendo games that were not canon, and one of them is called Wand of Gamalion. Gamalion. I don't even know how to say it. Uh, I don't. I never knew anybody that had the Philips CDI, but this seems to be taking a lot of this non-canon game and putting it to use. The whole point is basically it's a similar story to this, and yeah, she's a protagonist. She's Link's gone, has gone to go help or do something, and he's been gone. And while he's gone, that Zelda is trying to keep the kingdom safe. So, yeah, this isn't the first time she's actually been the protagonist, but the first time canonically. So, I've never played this game. I don't know anything about it. I just knew it existed. I was like, man, there's this one game that I remember where she had a wand. And I think, what does it say? 1993. So, yeah, it's been about 30 years since she kind of. 20 years? 30 years? Wow. I'm old. Okay. So it's definitely been about 30 years since she's really done anything as the main lead in a story. And if you get people that are out there that are reviewing this and breaking it down, oh, it's a woman, it's a DEI, it's a girl boss, I'm like, then they obviously haven't played any of the games. Zelda is strong in her own right. She is not a fighter, but she's a skilled and intelligent person who's grown over the games, over the years. Canonically, she's a wonderful character. So, absolutely, I'm okay with her being the lead. And it feels kind of weird that we're not going to play Link in a Legend of Zelda game. Doesn't matter, though. I'm still probably going to get it. So, let's just kind of keep on going.
Monsters have different abilities, so choose the one you want to create based on the situation. Wisdom is key after all.
And wisdom makes sense. She is canonically the bearer of the Triforce of Wisdom, Link, Courage, and Ganon or slash Ganondorf is power. So I love the fact that it's called Wisdom. It's an homage to her and respecting her as a character, getting to play this game. So so far I'm intrigued.
In a Hyrule without Link, the fate of the kingdom is now in Zelda's hands.
How was that?
And that's essentially it. And let's not forget, Zelda is the princess of Hyrule. It's her job to protect Hyrule. The fact that Link helps out is wonderful. But her primary job is to rule and protect the citizens of Hyrule. There's nothing wrong with her being the protagonist. It's not, I don't want to say it's about time, because it's not going to be as fun and as violent. I don't want to say violent, but exciting using weapons and things like that we've seen in Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, these last couple of games. This is completely departure, and I actually think this is a smart idea because I think if we got a third game like Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, honestly, I'd be a little tired. I mean, I'd have to pull out my Switch, but I know I've put at least 300 hours into Tears of the Kingdom and probably similar time frame for Breath of the Wild. And putting that much time into another game that's very close related this soon I probably wouldn't get halfway through the game. I'd probably get bored a little bit, being like, oh, it's all this over again. I think this is a good move that we're getting a break from that. Some might disagree. I don't. That's my opinion. But I will say this top down view of Link's Awakening, the style, it's fun, it's cute. I had a blast playing it, and I need to pull it back out. I think I'm probably like 90% done beating it. And I shelved it once Tears of the Kingdom hit, never went back, but I do need to finish it. Uh, and this looks like an absolutely fun game. I mean, but we have to look at the numbers. I mean, it's not going to do Breath of the Wild's numbers. Breath of the Wild was 33 million in sales. Tears of the Kingdom was 22 million. Link's Awakening was 6 million, I believe. So it was a much lower property, but it was a remaster, not a brand new game. So I suspect that once this is released, it's going to hit somewhere between the 6 and 20 million mark. I don't think it's going to go over that. I think it will appeal to younger players and more female players, and that's great. I just don't think it's going to hit those numbers because of the style and the gameplay. It's not going. Some of the people that have played Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild are just going to look and be like, "Nope, I'm going to pass." But as a lifelong Zelda fan, it's going to be an absolute yes for me. I'm going to dive into it and check it out, and I'm excited for this game. Uh, I showed it to my kids, and they're excited. My son and daughter are both excited to play this game because it looks fun and it doesn't look as intensive as Breath of the Wild Tears of the Kingdom. So my daughter's definitely in. My son's like me, anything Zelda, he's in. And I've got to say, I think this is going to be a good game. I just don't think it's going to do well as the last two installments in the Zelda franchise. That's just my theory. That's just my opinion. We'll have to see when we get there. But until next time, my friends, as always, I love you all, and there's nothing you can do about it.